Lady K, are you ready? I know she ready. Kiki, are you ready? You diva, let them know that you're ready. It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. She was popping in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message. Ain't no room for hating, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked into the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked into the ladies' den. The ladies' den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.
What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Ladies' Den. My other hosts, I don't know where they are, but they should be popping in very, 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 very shortly. Tonight we're going to talk about relationships, marriage, and sex. Can it be unconsensual or non-consensual? I put unconsensual, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And this was a very great topic to talk about because, just some people think when you're married, you can do what you want and you cannot. So give me a minute. I'm kind of mixing up my drink and I need to post this to Facebook. Y'all know I'm not technical. I say it all the time. I am not technical at all. That is not one of the gifts that God gave me. I am not technical. So tonight I am drinking some old school stuff. Some Captain Morgan white rum. So we went out to lunch today. I had to take V to physical therapy, which she is doing absolutely amazing. She's getting stronger every day. And we stopped at this Mexican restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. And I had a drink called La Tropico, and it was rum. So I wanted to make sure I keep with that same thing because I didn't want to end up with a bad, horrible headache. So I am really just drinking some rum and pineapple juice. And I like pretty drinks, so I'm going to drop a little drop of blue curacao in there. And that's going to be my drink. Instead of my wife mixing my drink for me, she just brought me everything to make it. So I'm in here mixing the drink. Hey, Kiki. Uh-oh, where you at? Oh, what's up, Key?
Hey, babe.
What's going on? Join the club.
Okay, all right.
But I was just telling them my drink tonight. Like I was telling them, I took V to therapy and we went to a Mexican restaurant. So I had a drink already and it was rum. So I wanted to keep with that same thing. And rum is not really something that we keep in the house, but we need to. So there was like a little corner of this Captain Morgan's rum. So I'm drinking that and some pineapple juice. And like I said, I like pretty drinks. So I just added a little drop of blue curacao in there.
Yeah.
And it's short because we only had like a corner. But I wanted to keep with the same thing because I didn't want no headache. But instead of V making it for me, she brought me everything. Look, she brought me the bottle. She brought me the pineapple juice. And she brought the blue curacao. I'm like, you can mix this for me.
She say, I ain't got time.
Yeah, like girl, you could have mixed that for me. But so you guys know every week we feature a different drink, or since we are remote, no, it's done already. Hold on. That's Nisa. We on already. Oh shoot. My phone has been tripping. So anyway, like I was saying, you
Mine's
guys know each
too.
week we
Yeah.
feature a different beverage or drink. Since we have been like remotes, for right now, we all have been making our own drinks and saying what we've got from vendors and stuff like that. So as I said, tonight I'm drinking me some Captain Morgan's rum. Shout out to Captain Morgan. I don't know who it is or who made Captain Morgan, but shout out to you. I do like your rum, and it's a Caribbean white rum, so it's pretty good. So what you drinking on tonight, Kiki?
H2O.
H2O. Okay, she says she'll join us shortly.
Yep.
H2O, no drinks.
Water.
Yeah. I still have not gotten my water from Dwayne Jones. I need to contact him. I paid for a case of water months ago, Mr. Dwayne, and I have not gotten my water that I was trying to show you support and put your water, Mr. Jones, and I'm sorry, Dwayne, Antoine. I'm saying Dwayne. That's his middle name, but I mean
Uh-huh.
Antoine Jones. Um, if you listen or if anybody know him, you tell him I want my damn water.
Your damn
It's
water.
been 4 months since I paid for my case of water, and I've not gotten it yet. So anyway, yeah, I need my water. I need my water. Like ASAP. It's getting hot. I need my water.
Yes.
But tonight, my one of my sisters, one of my hosts, um posted in a group about this situation that happened with a married couple. So and now they were married, but now they're not married anymore.
Mm.
And it was actually a great topic to talk about because I actually had a friend, or actually I don't she's not a friend, she's just somebody I know. Um had a situation on yesterday, and we'll talk about that at the latter part of this conversation. But basically, she had a situation where her 14-year-old daughter had sex with a 20-year-old. It was not. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
this is what we're talking about tonight. So it's marriage and relationship, sex, and is it unconsensual? So I am going to read. Wait, let me wait. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. Y'all know I'm not technical. So hold on. I gotta share this on my page so I can get some people to join in, but I need a minute. I can't do it, and I can't chew bubble gum and walk at the same time, unfortunately.
Multitasking, multitasking,
I
multitasking.
am not a great multitasker. I just have to be honest. I am not. I can two things, but if it's anything over two things, I can't.
Your limitation is two.
My limitation is two. I am and have been diagnosed for years with ADHD. So I cannot. Oh, Tina's live on her show. I didn't know she do her show on Thursdays.
She's doing one with the psychic lady.
Oh, we need to get
Mhm.
her on the show, on
Mhm.
our show. But so anyway, hold on, y'all. Let me do this. I just cannot. Uh, uh, um, oh shoot. Come on. Marriage, relationships, and sex. Always. So what's going on, Keith? Tell me about your days.
Today was a good day, in spite of. I won't go into, but yeah, I just like I said, I really do believe God. It's something's up. He's up to something. So there's just so many things that's going on in my life right now. But
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm yet holding on, and and I'm in the den with the ladies. I'm breathing. I mean, I'm being seen, and not being viewed.
There you
I got my health and my strength. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna stay on the positive side.
go. Okay, okay. Well, that
How
sounds
about
good.
you?
That's the main thing. Always help. And I had well before we get into this conversation, um, I had to talk. I had a talk with a friend today who, for lack of better terms, who pissed me off.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Because this person has had a loss and a physical body, a physical loss. And this person has lost several things within some years. And this person calls me and said, I don't want to be here no more. I want to die. I just want to be here no more. I'm tired. Tired of doing this. Tired of doing that. I'm tired of doing this. And this is not this. And this is not that. And, why do they get to have this and I don't have this? And I have to go through this. And why they don't have to go through that? And why they have money? And why they have the big house? Why did my house have to get taken away? Why did this? Why that? So guess what? I don't want to live no more. I don't want to be here no more. I'm done. I've had it. Blah, 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 blah. I said, but listen, her husband had lost his job, but they still had money coming in. And things were okay, but it was all she's focusing on is what she lost. So I'm telling her, listen, baby, the tongue is a powerful thing. So everything you're saying, you're speaking it into existence. So what you have to do is you have to start talking to God and say, listen, God, I know I'm going through some things, but I just bring me out of this, Lord. Just bring me to the other side, Lord. I love you, Lord. I'm there for you, Lord. Just help me get through this. Help me do this. Help me, whatever the situation is. And it was just like, girl, if you don't stop, and I told her, I said, well, you kill yourself. I'm not coming to your funeral, so I'm letting you know that now. And all she can say is, I received that. Really? Okay. So anyway, yeah, that was that. That was a really, and then for her to say that when we're dealing with what we're dealing with.
Hey, Fats.
So
Welcome to the ladies den.
hey, Fat. So that was a lot for me.
Yeah.
But
Life, like life is lifing, and it
yeah.
is lifing for everyone on every level. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's on every level. And I said, the other day, I mean, well, actually yesterday, because I had something, you know, to hit me real
Mm-hmm.
hard, like I said, within the last few days. And all I could say was, I, I'm over it. And that was my attitude. I was like, I mean, I'm all cried out. Um, I'm just over it. I'm like, okay, Lord. I mean, I got my big girl panties on. I got my gloves on. I mean, what is it? We have to start asking him, what is it? What are you trying to show me? What is it? Because I'm like, I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't wrong nobody, not intentionally. I don't think what I'm saying? I haven't wronged anybody. And
Yeah.
if I did, I apologize. But I'm a good person. I work hard. I bust my ass. I've taken care. I've raised my children. And so you just looking at, I mean, and it could be things that not has happened recently, but shit that is in the past. I mean, we just don't know. And it could be God just trying to shake us up a little bit. Our faith is being tested every
Yes.
single day, every single moment.
And
So
that's what I told her. That's what I
if
told
you
her.
if you believe,
Mm-hmm.
if you have faith, and like I say, it's gonna be tested because we're human, we're flesh. So we're gonna stress, we're gonna work. People can tell us all day, but if you're not walking if you're not in my situation, you really only thing you can really do is say, I'll pray for you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that people don't be want to hear that, because in a moment, it's like, okay, you say you're gonna pray for me, but right now that ain't what I need. You know what I'm saying?
But see, this
So
But this particular situation, Kiki, is crazy because, like I told her, you have to step back and realize really how blessed you are. And you need to start thanking God because, see, it could have been a situation where when your husband lost his job, you lost your house, y'all lost your cars, y'all could have been staying with somebody, y'all could have been out homeless,
Yeah.
but
I
you
mean, it,
still had what you need. God still
yeah,
supplied your needs. You didn't lose your
he's gonna
car,
give.
you didn't lose your house. You
Yeah.
still got lights, you still got water. I say you need to be thanking God for that because there are some people who lose their jobs and they don't have that extra. They're out.
And that's why I say, we have to be careful. One of the young ladies at the retreat the first time, I can't, but it's like when somebody calls you and they're calling you because what I'm saying, they want to vent or they want to talk to you about some things. And we're quick to say, and I do it sometimes too. So I'm speaking on me as well as everybody. But somebody is telling you their story, it's almost like you got to add, you know what I'm saying, well, what you got going on instead of just listening. Because a lot of times, it's like people come to you for you to, listen, and we'll turn around and we'll turn around and say, oh girl, yeah, I know what you're going through because I'm going through such and such and such and such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? So we're spewing ours, what we got going on, until we're fanning the fire. You know what I'm saying? We're pouring gasoline really on the fire. Sometimes we just need to just step back and just listen, because if we hear what you got to say, well, if you got something to tell me, hell, it might not even be no need of me to say nothing, because it's like, well, damn, my little bit, what I got going on, it don't even scratch the surface of what you got, sis. So I'm gonna just listen to what you got going on, and then I'm gonna turn around, like you said, I'm gonna be like, Lord, I thank you that it ain't as bad as it could be. And that's just the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
We out here doing it, we out here making it. And some people are just not that strong mentally. Some people
Yeah.
just don't have people like you and myself that they can talk to. Some people just be
Hmm.
wanting to talk. Some
Yeah.
people just, what I'm saying? Some people just be wanting to vent. Some people just be
Hmm.
wanting to get it out. But like you, because I've dealt with suicide, I've dealt, in my family, not me personally, I haven't thought about it,
Yeah.
but because I know it on a personal level,
Yeah.
that hits me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
Hmm.
like, baby, listen, I promise you, whatever you got going on, it ain't worth you
Yeah.
taking your life.
Yeah.
Now, shit is hard.
It is real hard.
It shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking true. I ain't speaking what I heard. I'm speaking what I know. But
Hmm.
I know, as every time, if God allows me to open my eyes and he blows breath into my body,
I will
I'm gonna
praise
try to
him.
make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thank him, and I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through it. Lord, hey, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna do shout, scream. I'm gonna do whatever I got to do, and then I'm gonna press on, because that's what we have to do, and we have to just be there, um, for our friends and our family in a way that they know that we care. But
Hmm.
we don't have to. That right there, hey, that's not an option. You feel me? You can scratch, you can holler, you can moan, you can. It ain't about these other people, because
Yeah.
they got this shit. You don't know what they went through to get what they got. You
Yeah.
don't know the struggles that they may still have, because
Right.
they because
Because
they
they
trying
do
to keep
have it.
it.
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
they're trying to keep it. So
Yeah.
we need to stop looking at other people and what they got going on, because
Yeah.
you don't. That shit look good. That turf. That's what I call it. And not everybody, but we
Yeah.
worried about the turf over there and not the grass that we on. You know what I'm saying? They say the grass is greener. Some people are on
Yeah.
turf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's rough.
Absolutely.
So we have to just thank, like you said, we have to be thankful for in the moments. We have to be thankful for what we have.
Hmm.
I mean, as hard as you know what I'm saying things are, I love God. I love my life and the people that's in it. And hell no, I'm not ready to go.
Yeah.
There's still stuff that there's still things for me to
We
do.
gotta do. We gotta
There's
do.
things
Yeah.
there's things for me to do. And especially I don't want to go out in that manner because
Yeah.
again, that's personal for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have
Absolutely.
yeah, I that way I'm not going.
Right.
Yeah. I'll come sleep on your floor. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
I'll pull up some carpet somewhere,
Yeah.
before I'll have to humble myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll do that before I decide to say, life is not worth living. Anybody that's listening, please believe and understand your life is worth living. We're here for a purpose. We're here for a reason. And it's just
And
a
you
season.
are somebody, and people
You-
do need you.
It's a season. It's a
It is.
season. And
It is.
we all have our seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us, it's for some of us have many of them. You
Yeah.
know, some of us have winter, spring, summer, and fall all wrapped in one. We we all have our moments, but
Mm-hmm.
please believe, you guys, you are worth it.
And you
Your
are
life
important
is
too.
worth
You are
it. And
important.
yes,
You are
yes,
important. God didn't put you here if you didn't have a purpose. So you are important to the life we live and the life you live.
yeah. Please
So
don't do
yeah,
it. Don't.
yeah,
It's
don't do it.
it's temporary. Whatever you got going on, and this is to Quanta's friend. If you listening, sweetheart, whatever you got going on, I promise you, it's temporary. I promise you, it's temporary. It's the going through.
Yep.
We have to get to. We have to
Yeah.
get to. We have. What I would say, we have to go through to get to. That's what it is.
Yep.
We have to go
Absolutely.
through to get to. So I promise you, I promise you.
It'll get better.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from me. I'm speaking from personal.
Hmm.
Your life is worth living. People need you here.
Yeah.
You are needed. You are worthy. Please listen, please hear me, and please understand.
Hmm.
I know, we might not know, some of us, we still, we, as old as we are, we might not know our purpose just yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You spoken on, being a nurse. You've always wanted to be a nurse, and that's your calling. You know what I'm saying? To care about people and
Hmm.
hey, your service. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't know our purpose for being here. And
Yeah.
a lot of us are still trying to figure that out and still learning. But
Yeah.
God gives you that. So
Yeah.
stick around, kid.
Yep.
Stick
Stick
around.
around.
Stick around. Stick around. Stick around.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I just wanted to say that. But tonight, our main topic is relationships, marriage, and sex.
What is it? What is that? What are those?
Is it all relationship, marriage, and sex? And
What are
is it
those?
always consensual? So I'm going
No.
to read you this post um, that my other host posted that she thought would be a very good topic. So I'm going to read you guys this post. Um, it's a guy named Terry and Caldwell that shared it. He said, "Men, listen, it does not matter if she's your wife or not. No is still no."
Now that's coming from a man.
Hmm. That's
Okay.
coming from a man.
Okay.
And here's the post that a lady posted. She said, "My husband it's from her ex-husband now. But at the time, she said, my husband had sex with me when I was unconscious. My husband, 37, had sex with my unconscious body. I'm 38. She's 38 a week ago. I woke up in the middle of the incident. I yelled no, turned around, and went back to sleep. In the morning, he was jacking off and touching my ass. I sat up in bed and stated that I knew what he did the night before. He lied and said he wasn't inside of me and that he was just trying to get inside of me. I know my body and I know he was mid thrust when I caught him. He claimed he has no reason to lie, but the truth is, he has all the reasons to lie. He's done this before 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I woke up with a plan B on the kitchen table. We'd been going through a rough patch and not having sex. So I knew I didn't purchase that plan B. He stated he'd had sex with me when I was sleeping. I almost broke up with him right then and there, but gave him another chance. Cut to, we are married now with 2 children. He's done it again. I've asked for a separation. He's staying at his parents' house currently. I need advice. Um, Whether you're married or not, no is no. And I have an issue with the 6 years ago when he did it and she was sleeping. I know any woman that's sleeping, when they feel that pole coming in, they're waking up. So how did you, were you, she either had to be drunk or drugged that she can sleep through actual sex. Because if he's moved, your body's moving, your body's shaking, you're moving like, I don't understand how the first time, because now, like she said, the 6 years ago, she woke up with a plan B on the kitchen counter. And he stated that he had sex with her when she was sleeping. Listen, I always dealt with women. I've dealt with men. I have kids. And I know when that nigga turn over and do what he got to do, I'm up. Now, either I want it or I don't. But most of the time, I wanted it. Yeah, most of the time, I wanted it. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what is she taking when she goes to sleep that she doesn't feel her husband having sex with her? So again, even though it's her husband, if she said no, it's considered rape. He raped her. It's considered rape. If she didn't know that he had sex with her 6 years ago, that's considered rape. And if she was asleep and he woke her up with his whatever, and she said no, that's considered rape. Hey, Lady K, what's up, baby? We're talking about your post that you put in the group about the lady having sex, her husband having sex with her when she's unconscious.
Yes.
But like I was saying,
not the glasses come off the head.
Like I was saying though, like, what is she taking to be sleep that hard 6 years ago when she didn't know and he had to tell her the next morning?
Maybe he drugged her.
That was my thing. Because like I said, I haven't always dealt with women. I have 2 kids. And I know when them niggas turn over and they're ready to go, I'm up. Whether I'm asleep or not. Now, if I'm tired and I feel like being bothered, I'll be like,
right.
Not right now. But if I'm with it,
yeah,
when they enter you up, you feel that, you know. So I just want to know what kind of sleep she was doing that she didn't feel this man, and then you wake up and he got a plan B on the counter, but this is your husband. No is no.
Real talk. I actually had a patient that said that to me. It was what, and she was pregnant. This was her. I think they were married as well, young couple or whatever the case may be. But and it was one of those like, oh, you back again? You know what I'm saying? It was one of those. because I was there, and every time they came in, if these are back-to-back pregnancies, the first thing they did was see what had happened was, or see, and I just tell them, sign on in. This is not, it ain't my business. Sign on, sign on in. I ain't had nothing to do with that,
Yeah.
But I had, it was conversation. I was like, oh, so I said, this what we doing again? And she said, oh, see, see, I was asleep. And I said, what? She say, yeah, he took it. I was asleep. I say, so I said, wait a minute. I say, so you're literally telling me that you slept through the whole entire process? She's like, yeah. I said, that's, hey, I ain't, who am I to judge? I said, but that's real hard to believe. I say, and I'm just being real with you. I say, well, what you got going on? I mean, I know you ain't got nothing to do with the size that, if you get pregnant, because that ain't had nothing to do with the stuff. But I say, you ain't felt nothing. You ain't none of that. And she was like, no. I said, well, hey, to each his own. I say, but that's some bullshit to me. I said, because for one, like you said, if I'm asleep and if you try, I mean, first of all, even if they try, they be trying to touching all on you and feeling all on you and stuff, that in itself is going to wake you.
It's going to wake you.
Even
Absolutely.
if you're not fully woke, what I'm saying? You're going to be, you'll be a little dazed, but okay, well, look, you'll be like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Nothing, you going back to sleep. But if he enters,
yes,
he's not just gonna sit it in there.
Right.
He's gonna make some movements. He's gonna, that ain't what he didn't just try. He just put it in there, just sit it in there. No, he's gonna be taking care of his business. And like you say, motions and movement and all of that type of stuff. So you can't sleep. You can't tell me you sleeping that hard to where you're not feeling that penetration.
Yeah.
I don't care if he was a fingerprint. I don't care if he was you gonna feel him because he gonna be trying to do his business.
Right.
The struggle gonna be a little harder because he got a little bit more work to do.
Right.
But yeah, that's hard to believe. And then she said unconscious.
That's what she said.
Unconscious means you were like literally out. And
now,
for him
if she was drugged and unconscious, she ain't feel it. She ain't feel you drugged and you unconscious, and you're saying the difference. She got to know the difference between unconscious and sleeping. There's a difference.
I don't believe she was drugged though.
Why not?
I don't believe she was drugged.
Why not?
How else could that happen if she wasn't drugged?
Yeah, I'm asking you why. Okay, you don't believe she was drugged because that was her husband?
No, oh hell no. I ain't saying that. No. I'm just saying, but because it happened 6 years ago, and she say it was a plan B placed on the counter or whatever the case may be. Okay, so he waited 6 more years later to drug you again? Or to drug her again? The time.
Well, you have to understand too, in between that time, they got married and they had 2 kids. So it might have been, it could have been one of those nights when she was just tired and don't want to do it. But he felt like, man, I need to get this. I need to get it.
Okay, and so
you gotta think about that.
You still got the in between that, like you said, in between that, you got 2 children. So he didn't drug you at that particular time to get those 2 children, but at this particular time, he felt the need to drug you. And I say drug you, but she didn't say drug. So I'm not saying that she's saying that she was drugged. Right. I'm just saying that, not that it could not have happened, but in between, you got, they were dating first. Then he did that then. 6 years later, in between that, you got 2 children, and then later on, he decided to, take it again. She was unconscious again. So you were not unconscious at no other time, except for these only 2 times.
Well, but see, I look at it like this. Those could have been the only 2, not even thinking about the time frame. Those could have been the only 2 times. And then keep in mind, during the 6 years, like she said, they were going through a really rough patch. So you don't know what was on his mind. You going through a rough patch. She don't say what they were going through, but her words were, we were going through a really
that was when they were dating.
But what I'm saying, that's when it first started. So right. I'm going back to the beginning. So right. They were still going through a really rough patch. But even in between that time, from that rough patch to now 6 years later, who's to say that things were fixed? Because just because she had 2 kids, that doesn't mean things were fixed. Now, I'm not.
No, it don't. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but listen, I'm not saying that for a fact that he drugged her. But what I'm saying, as his wife and as his girlfriend, and just as a human person, I don't care who you are, especially as a woman, when something or anything enters your vagina, you feel it. I'm sorry. You feel it unless you done had some, what do you call that? That chloride or chlorophyll. It's something I can't think, y'all. That nurses that we use that I could give you in certain parts of your body and paralyze your body.
What you say, Nisa?
Chlorophyll.
Yeah. No. The chlorophyll is what it knocks you out, but it's not a lasting stuff. But I'm about to tell you what it is. But anyway, while I look it up, but I'm just saying,
ouch. Yeah, not saying that because I know, I mean, I've heard stories to where they were
choline. Acetylcholine. It's called ACH. So like if Nisa did me something I real mad, I want to get her back. I want her to walk. I can put that in her legs. It'll paralyze her legs for a certain amount of time, and she won't be able to walk. She won't be able to move. She won't be able to do nothing but her top body. Her top body can work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I tell people, you don't be messing with nurses and doctors because we got some shit for you. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is if she ain't have no ACH in her cootie, she felt it. Women, we feel anything that is entered in our vagina. Even when we cleaning ourselves, we feel a finger, we like, oh, wait a minute. You feel that. So I cannot believe that a woman that's not on no drugs, don't have anything wrong with her body. I cannot believe that she did not feel her husband entering her vagina and completing a sexual act with her.
I mean, hey, again, I wasn't there. So I'm not saying whether he did or he didn't. And that would be because, again, like I said, I've heard stories of people saying that, they was, hanging out with their friends or whatever. And, the dude, they was doing the little gummies or whatever the case may be, and they had too much or whatever. That's an unconscious state. Especially if it's something that you ingested and you're not used to, your body is not used to. Too much of it is, too much of anything is not good for you.
But again, what did you just say? They did what?
What?
What did you just say they did?
What did they do? What the gummies and all of that type of stuff?
So guess what? That's a drug. I'm saying is, and he didn't have to do it. She could have did it. But she didn't really get into detail about it. But she could have been out drinking with her friends, smoking or anything. But I'm just saying, as a nurse and a medical professional, If anything enters a woman's vagina, you can feel it.
Yeah, I know,
You
but
have soft tissue on the inside of your vaginal wall. So
right,
you
but you
can
just
feel
said
anything going in
that
there.
it could have been anybody. She could have went out and it happened. Then, but see, earlier you were saying that he probably had drugged her. So anyway, I'm not saying that there was no drugs in her system, because again, only thing she's saying is he did it and she was unconscious.
Yeah.
So, and I guess we'll probably never know the truth.
Right.
Because she ain't gonna she probably, like you said, she probably gonna say, well, I was out with my girls, or me and him was hanging out, or we was doing this, that, and the third, and this is how it happened. What I'm saying, I was at a drunken stupor, or whatever the case may be. And I agree. There's no way that you can consciously not feel what's going on as far as when it's dealing with sex, because it ain't just no wham bam. Hey, Kima, it ain't just no wham bam. We just gonna lay there, or he just gonna lay there. No, it's gonna be some motion, and it's gonna be some movement, some type of movement.
And then I find it ironic that the 6 year later incident, she woke up and said no. So that means you wasn't asleep, and you wasn't you wasn't that in a deep sleep or stupor where you didn't feel that. Because if you could wake up and tell him no, and you turn back over and go to sleep, but then you realize the next morning that your husband had sex with you, that part right there confuses me.
She woke up and he was in the midst of it.
Right.
And then you turned over and went back to sleep.
Right. Yeah. But she still started it off with her being unconscious.
Yes.
And then she woke up and said no and went back to sleep. So then she said, well, I know what you did last night. So I'm kind of confused, because if he was just getting in there and you said no, he ain't do nothing.
No, he was in the midst.
Right. But he said he was trying to, but he didn't.
Yeah, well, if she caught you in the act, buddy, there was no trying.
Right, because she said she felt the thrust. He was thrusting.
He was gyrating his hips.
Gyrating.
It's not a laughing matter, because she's taking it serious. But again, the question is, does no mean no when you are in a relationship? Well, when you're married, not so much in a relationship, but when you're married, does no mean no? And I say, yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And especially this situation, because it was going through a rough patch. Nigga, don't touch me. I'm mad. Right. Get away from me. And that could have been a situation too, like they were fussing or whatever. Men, they want to try to make up, and they want to do all this and baby you and this and that, especially if the sex is good between two people, but anything could be going on, and then he trying to make up and she didn't want that.
But you're gonna be trying to make up while she's consciously unaware. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna wait till she get deep sleep to decide. Then now you wanna look over there at her and say, oh, you know what? Let me try to make up now. No,
well, you know that some that do, because they feel like sex is gonna make everything better. He ain't worried about
in that moment. Yeah.
He ain't worried about talking. He ain't worried about fixing nothing. He figure, like I said, if the sex is good between two people, he figures, okay, well, she likes having sex with me. So guess what? I'm gonna try to make up. And they feel like, some men feel like that can be a makeup, and not even a men. Some women feel like that. Some women feel like that. I know one that used to, long time ago when I was in my 20s, that felt like every time her and her husband, and they were married at the time, when they got into it, and he tried to talk to her and she didn't want to talk, she felt like, well, I'm gonna wait till tonight, and she used to feel like sex could fix everything. And when they wake up the next morning, he'll have sex. He a man. husband or not. But when they wake up the next morning, he was ready to have that conversation. And she was like, I thought everything was good. And that could even be him in this situation. I thought everything was good after we did whatever we did.
Well, again,
no is no.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have, of course, you're gonna have a lot of people to disagree because for one, and this is shit that I've heard. But you have to be submissive to your husband. You can't, you're not supposed to say no to your husband. You're supposed to give and give. Listen here, I came here as single. It's on my birth certificate. It says single. There was nobody attached at my hip. There was nobody attached at my walls. There was nobody attached anywhere. So regardless.
But biblically, if you have somebody that's really into the Bible, and biblically it says that. And let me tell you something. Since I've been a young girl, I've always said I have a problem with the word submissive. I have a problem with that. But
yeah, and there's everybody they can screw it. The meaning they make it fit.
I was just about to say that. Right.
Yeah, they make it fit for them.
Right. But again, if I guess people, and I can't say men and I can't say women, but on both sides, I think when people get married, some people feel like they own you. Like, you mine now, I got papers. You this, I have papers. So, hey, Tina, for anybody that's joining us, we're talking about this letter that a lady wrote about her husband who has had sex with her twice unconscious. One time she told him no. The next time she woke up the next morning, he had a plan B on the counter because he had sex with her. Now they're divorced, but in the meantime, in between time, the first incident did happen. Then the second one didn't happen until 6 years later. Right. My point exactly. But I am trying to figure out how. Okay, I'm going to read this letter real quick again. So it says, my husband had sex with me when I was unconscious. My husband, who was 37, had sex with me unconscious, with my unconscious body. I was 38 a week ago. I woke up in the middle of the incident. I yelled no, turned around and went back to sleep. In the morning, he was jacking off and touching my ass. I sat up in the bed and stated that I know what he did the night before. He lied and said he wasn't inside of me and that he was just trying to get inside of me. I know my body and I know he was mid-thrust when I caught him. He claimed he has no reason to lie, but the truth is he has all the reasons to lie. He's done this before 6 years ago. So she moved forward to the 6 years ago. I woke up with a plan B on the kitchen table. We'd been going through a rough patch and not having sex. So I knew I didn't purchase the plan B. He stated he had sex with me right then and there, but gave him another chance. Cut to, we are married now with 2 children. He's done it again. I've asked for a separation. He's staying at his parents' house. And at the top of the letter, it says advice needed. So again, my thing is, you keep saying that you were unconscious. And I'm like, this, listen, again, coming from a medical professional, a nurse, you have soft tissue inside your vaginal walls. It's soft tissue. So as a woman, you can feel anything that is being inserted or put into your vaginal area. So I can't believe, and a man, once he get inside you and you feeling good or whatever the case might be, he ain't going to be calm. So you had to have felt his movement. You have had to feel your body moving, the bed moving. Like, I just can't see him going slow, like pumping every 2 minutes. That ain't going to work for me.
Well, Tina want to know why she's saying no.
And then listen to this. I am wondering, because this is the top part is the incident, right? And then she goes down to say 6 years ago he did it. But then when it comes down to the bottom, she say cut to, we're married with children, and he's done it again. So I wonder if it was 3 situations or was it just 2? So
I want to know
but
why they got
still,
married.
yeah, that's my part. Because something had, but then something had to,
Why did you stay?
and have children. That part. But
I
still,
don't get that.
no
Dude is
is
literally
no.
raping.
He did.
That's
He
rape to
raped her
me.
when, if she was unconscious and he had sex with her and she didn't want to, he raped her. It's considered rape. I know y'all watch
That's rape.
SVU. It didn't happen. I know y'all watch SVU. It no is no, whether
Yeah.
you my
And
husband
let
or
me
not.
say this.
Whether you my wife or not, no is no.
Right.
What you say, Nisa?
The reason that I put this in the chat is because my ex-husband used to do this to me.
What?
I would wake up the next morning and my underwear would be somewhere else, and I would be laying there like, okay, what the fuck happened?
Oh wow, Nisa.
And he would confess. I don't know if it was, I don't know what he did. I don't know how he did it. I don't know. All I know is how I would wake up the next morning. So that's why I said it's a possibility that whoever this lady is, the times that it happened, maybe she was drugged, who knows? I don't know what the heck happened to me. But that's the reason why I put the story in there, because it kind of hit home with me on a personal level.
Yeah.
So you can say what you want to say, but I ain't feel shit. I'll tell you that right now.
What? Oh my God. And maybe she didn't, but I don't know how. I'm trying to figure out how though. Were you drunk, Nisa?
No.
You just was in a natural sleep.
I guess, yeah.
As far as you know.
As far as I know, I was in a natural sleep. And he would, it would bother me. And I would tell him, stop doing that. Like, first of all, how the fuck are you doing that? But stop. Like, don't wait until and see fast forward. Dude is a maniacal, I don't even know if that's a word, asshole.
Make it up. Maniacal.
Oh, what kind of asshole?
Maniac? I don't know.
Maniacal asshole. Okay.
But I wouldn't put it past him drugging me. Now that I found out after the fact of what kind of person he really was, he's a narcissist on top of everything else. So who knows what he did? But I remember I would tell him, stop doing that. If you want to have sex with me, do it while I'm up. Why are you waiting until I go to sleep? What are you doing? How are you doing? So
maniacal.
Anyway. So he would never say.
He thought it was he thought it was funny. How's that funny?
So
maniacal. That's the word I was
maniacal. Yeah, maniacal. That's how you say it.
Tina put it in there. But look,
I say look at me, maniacal.
Okay, so there was no times when y'all had consensual sex?
Oh yeah, all the time, and it was good.
Okay, and
that's why I'm like, what are you doing?
So why is it that, you know what I'm saying? So he was just literally just an asshole.
So let me ask you a question though.
If you were willingly giving it to him,
right?
Why did he feel it or deem it necessary to take it?
Right.
Do you ever recall a night of him saying he wanted to have sex and you just didn't feel like you wanted to that particular night? And do you recall that it's ever happened on one of those nights?
No, that never happened.
Wow. Oh my God.
I would jump his bones when he caught in from that Negro would still be in his overalls. That'd be your bigger daddy.
But that's so I guess it might be the kind of sleeper you are. Because there's some people who sleep really hard.
There's some
There's
people that
some
sleep
people
hard.
who are
Yeah.
soft sleepers that, you getting in the bed and they up because they can feel it. They feel the bed
Mhm.
moving. And that's V. V's a very soft sleeper. I'm a hard sleeper. I sleep child, a rock band could be in the bedroom and I could still sleep. It wouldn't bother me. But she's a very soft sleeper. If she get in
Mhm.
the bed before me and she fall asleep and I get in the bed, she up. She feel the bed moving. But it could be one of those situations too, that she might have been one of those hard sleepers like myself. When you sleep, you're like in a coma. Or, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I mean, like you said, you didn't feel it, and that's possible.
I
It's possible.
know one time he did it. This is when I was still in the military and I had drill duty. So I had been up pretty much for probably about 48 hours or more. And
Oh
so
wow.
I got home and I was tired, really tired. So that would be the one time that that he did it, that at that point I know it was because I pretty much slept till the next day. Like it was just really because I was just that tired or whatever. But he did it after that as well. And it's like, what the hell, dude?
I guess I'm trying to see, what do you get out of having sex with an unconscious body?
The same,
I don't get
that
that.
there are men that get off having sex with dead bodies, right?
Dead
Yeah, I
bodies. Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
we're not talking
Yeah.
about
So
them because
like,
they just sick.
but there are some rapists out there they don't rape women that are fighting back and awake.
Right.
They like
They
them
they
when
want to
they're
have, just
they want
like
to have
Tina
full
said,
control.
it's control. It's for
Yeah,
control. They want control. They want to feel
yeah,
like they're in control.
yeah.
But I don't I just don't understand that. I would never understand. It's never happened to me. I've only become a harder sleeper the older I've gotten. I do so much now. I'm exhausted. But when I was younger, you get in the bed with me. First of all, I'm up. What you doing? All right, yeah, I'm ready. Or no, not tonight. But now I sleep hard. I be out. But I don't understand, what would you get out of that
But
There's some
again,
men
when
that's
that
you're not
but that's
when
the
it's not being
fantasies. That's people's
reciprocated though,
fantasies.
huh?
I said those are some people's, like me said, those are people's fantasies. They get off on on bodies that, you know what I'm saying, that because they got all the control. They can do whatever they want, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, with there's nobody, like I said, there's no fight back. They're in total full control, which
right.
again, that's their mental, that's
Yeah,
their
which is why he's
mental.
an ex-husband. Ex.
I guess that's why hers is an ex-husband too.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
mean, at least that's what she said. But again, we don't know the middle part of it. You know what I'm saying? Was it just if you don't put them X's down, girl, you kept them
But
X's up there a long time.
me and V had this conversation the other day, and this is really not so much about it is about it, but it was legal. So we like those old movies like Queen Elizabeth, Serpent Queen, Tudors. We like those old movies that talk about
Yes,
King
me too.
Henry and all of that. So
Yes.
when we were sitting down the other night, we were looking at a new one. Like we got a whole list of them that we're trying to watch. But
Uh-huh.
we were looking at the fact that back then, like it kills me when people have attitudes about certain things, like homosexuality, and now it's a law about ages of women and stuff like that. But back in those days, these men sold their daughters at 11 and
Yes.
12 years old to get married
Yes.
to grown ass men.
Yep.
So
They did.
I say that to say that this has been going on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And they sold these little girls for land, for gold, for food, for whatever. And they married them off to, sometimes they were young boys, but they were older than them. The child
Yeah.
might have been 12, but the son might have been 20.
Yeah.
You know, or I've seen some of the movies where they're marrying a girl off and she's 12 and she's getting married to a 46-year-old man
Yeah.
on some of these movies. So
Yeah.
this kind of stuff has been going on for years. I don't know. V was supposed to look it up. We were looking up that when did they change this? Like what year, what time did they change the law to say, hey, if you have sex with a 14-year-old, it's rape, it's deemed unconsensual because she's not old enough to consent to having sex. She's 12. She's not old enough to consent to having sex with a 20-year-old. Who deems
But
that?
peep
And
this though. But and okay, one step further. She's not, they consider that as rape. And but if they get pregnant, they're considered an adult because they committed an adult act. So they're no longer
really,
children. Absolutely.
really,
So
you mean now?
What?
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, me
What?
and V looked it up, and
If a minor child has sex and they get pregnant,
Uh-huh.
they're emancipated. They're considered an adult.
That's a damn shame.
wow.
And
Wow.
that's a known fact. That's like, you can take your, if they go into the doctor's office,
V.
they go into the doctor's office, and
Mhm.
if they're under 18 years of age, they have to have a guardian, correct? Right.
Yes. Well, 17. After 17, then
If
they're
they're-
considered adult.
Right, again, at 18, they're an adult.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
if they are 15 and they're coming to that office, that first initial visit, because it's considered a GYN until they find out that they're pregnant. After that, they're an adult because they've committed an adult act. So they no longer have to have their parent to come in with them because they are now in control.
Wow. See, I didn't know that, but I knew because Nisa, before you got on, I was telling Kiki about a lady I know whose daughter lost her innocence 3 days ago to a 20-year-old. And so it was reported to the police and all of that. And she said it was consensual, but because she's 14, it's not consensual. It
can't be
because
consensual.
Yeah,
No.
she can't consent to anything like that. So now it's considered rape.
Right.
So, and then sometimes, I'm going back to what we were talking about the bodies being unconscious and not. And Nisa, if you watched all those movies, because you was like, yeah, and look, Netflix just hit me up and said,
yes.
King Richard is now on Netflix. So now we got to watch that. But,
Is it?
In those days, these girls would just lay there. They didn't want to be with these men.
Yeah.
And they were
plus they didn't know what was going on.
They didn't understand.
They didn't know what was going on either. Because back then, like you just said, it was normal for the majority of them anyway. It was normal for them to want to be at court. No matter if whoever they were married to, as long as they were getting a title, they didn't care. And a lot of them did not have that female person that could tell them the different steps of being a wife, the different steps of the human body, what it means when you get a cycle, like all the basic stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't have anybody to tell them that because pretty much everybody had been promised to somebody and married off. They didn't care. They didn't care if they went to school. They didn't care about none of that. All they wanted were heirs. That's it.
Yeah.
But so I looked up the age of consent, and apparently there was a Criminal Law Amendment Act in 1885 that raised the
Mm.
age of consent from 13 to 16.
Oh, here in Georgia?
That's for the United States
Oh, wow.
Constitution.
I see that's not what we found. V sent me something. Hold on, let me look because she looked it up too. So let me see because she sent me something, sent it because we were looking. Okay, here it is. Statutory rape. That's what it's called. Yeah, under the age of 16. They have to be under the age of 16. Wow. They say if the victim is at least 14 but less than 16 years of age, and a person is convicted of statutory rape is 18 years of age or younger, and is no more than 4 years older than the victim, such person shall be guilty as a misdemeanor. It would be considered a misdemeanor if they're 14 and the person is 18. So it says a person that commits offense of statutory rape when he or she engages in a sexual intercourse with any person under the age of 16 and not his or her spouse, provided that no conviction shall be had for this offense on the unsupported testimony of the victim, except as provided in subsection C of this code, a person convicted of the offense of statutory rape shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 1 nor more than 20 years, provided, however, that if the person so convicted is 21 years of age or older, such person shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 10 nor more than 20 years. Any person convicted under this subsection of the offense of statutory rape shall, in addition, be subject to the sentencing and punishment provisions of Code Section 17. And then it goes back to say if the one I read first, if the victim is at least 14 but less than 16 years of age, and the person convicted of the statutory rape is 18 years of age or younger, and is no more than 4 years older than the victim, such person shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. So at this point, reading this, I really don't know what she can do because he is older than 18 and she is 14. Well, she's under 16. So he can be, I'm assuming that he can be tried for statutory rape because she's 14 and he's 20.
Yep.
And it has been reported to the police. So, but here we are again with the topic of consciousness and unconsciousness. The mom is saying it's consensual, but was it consensual? Like, I don't see what a 20-year-old sees in a 14-year-old. I don't understand it. What do you see in that little girl?
The same thing a grown-ass man see in a young girl. It ain't got nothing to do with this up here. It ain't got nothing to do with this right here.
Oh, I don't know.
All these grown ass women out here, y'all rather prey on a child.
Yeah. It's control.
It's control. Yep.
He can mold her to be exactly the way he wants.
But even in your situation, Nisa, you said the sex was good. So if the sex was good and he enjoyed having sex with you on a regular, I'm still trying to understand what would make you want to What would make him want to have sex with you when you're sleeping and unconscious and you don't know? Because he enjoys the sex with you when you're awake and you know y'all having a good time and things are good. So what would lead a man to say, okay, I'm gonna catch her while she sleep?
When you
Like,
can get it while she's awake.
Right.
that part. So what? I don't know. But like
Yeah.
you said, you found out later that he has fucking issues. But that's just crazy to me.
Oh yeah, he got issues. Yeah.
So
At
the
any
we
rate,
go,
Raise it to
so
me
we
too.
go
no
back
is
to
no.
so we go back to the question: does no mean no, even if you're married, even if when you're in a relationship? Does no mean no? And again,
Yes.
you know why? You know, again,
No.
the question is, you know, people say, well, why is she saying no anyway? Because Tina asked it, why is she saying no? Because I just don't want to. At this, but at this given point in time, I don't feel like it.
Well,
Is it okay for us
y'all,
not to feel like it?
huh? Say that again.
Is it okay for us not to feel like it? Is
Let
it okay
society
for us?
say apparently not.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is
But that's not,
definitely
but
okay
that's just like
to not
having,
feel
if you're
like it.
married, the wife has to give, I mean, the husband has to give consent if she wants to have an abortion.
Yeah.
So again, you know, that's a line.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going with me. Look here, no. Now you can get mad, you can go in there and, you know, take care of you know, your love handle if you want to. Do whatever, you know, do whatever you got to do. Your love stick. Do whatever you got to do.
To make it happen.
Yeah. Or like I said, you know, there's other means. Why are you shaking? I mean, there's other means. You know, there's other ways to satisfy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that you should just force yourself upon
Anybody, yeah.
you
Period.
know, yeah, because
Right.
I mean, if you're not in the
No, you
mood, you're
should.
not in the mood. Yeah. So, and why would you be in the mood? Why, if I tell you know, if I'm not giving you my best, if I'm not giving you my all, if I'm not into it, why would you want it? Because at that given point in time, it's just a hole. It's just something you just want to get off. So
Yeah.
that means you don't give a damn about me nor my feelings.
At all. At all.
Yeah.
Again, y'all, the bottom line is no means no. No means no. But we're gonna move on to this other thing. Nisa, I want you to play that video where the guy and the girl was out eating. Because this actually goes along with relationships. Not so much married. Well, I don't know. It's the one the girl got on I think this girl got on a green shirt or something.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
It was,
Got it.
well, I think the guy showed up first. He got a hat on or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to play that video.
Hold on. Come on. Sorry.
You invite me out.
Uh-oh.
Come to eat.
Oh, it's not playing.
And that was not even my idea. That was your idea, right?
Okay, my wife
And
is
I'm
right
offering
now.
to pay half, but you want me to pay the whole thing.
What you
I'm
say,
the woman. I
baby?
shouldn't have to pay.
Uh-oh. So let me play I can play it and just hold my phone up like I do.
She'll be back.
She'll be back. So I'm gonna play this video.
You the one that invited me out.
Okay.
You're the man, so you have to pay the bill.
Says who?
Who made that goddamn rule? Says me.
Me. In what book is that written in?
That's just a rule. You pay the whole bill. You sleep on the couch.
I ain't even trying to go to your house. I'm trying to go home.
I'm telling you, hot cat mama. Because you're the man and you're responsible for the bill.
I'm about to take my card back in my wallet because it's bullshit right there.
Now your unappreciative, entitled ass is responsible for the whole goddamn bill.
You know what I was ordering all that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your problem, not mine. And I'm still trying to offer. I'm gonna pay half of it. Are you gonna pay half?
No.
See, this is bullshit I'm always talking about. Women think because you're the man, you got to pay for it, but they want to be independent black women. She's paying for it.
Okay. She's paying.
She's definitely paying for the whole thing.
You making her pay?
Yep. She is.
Right.
What do you mean it's not right?
Doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right.
Don't invite no man out if you're not willing to pay. He offered to pay half, which was very generous of him because he probably should have just said, I'll pay for my food only. And then she ordered up $300 worth of food. She ain't nothing but a goddamn red flag with leave.
Mm-hmm.
Graduation DIY.
So
She's a red flag with legs.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I guess somebody, what I don't feel like I was always taught this, whether a man or whether your girlfriend. If I call you and niece and say, "Hey, ladies, I want to go to lunch. What y'all doing?" I'm inviting y'all to lunch, so that means I'm paying the bill. I invited y'all to lunch. Y'all didn't invite me. Y'all didn't call me. I called y'all and say, "Hey, I want to go to lunch. What y'all doing?" So that means I'm responsible for the bill. If I'm dating a girl, dating a guy, whoever it is, if I call you and say, "Hey, what you doing to dinner? What you doing? I want to go to dinner Friday night." I'm paying the bill. I invited you to dinner. And that's just the way I was raised, and that's just the way I was brought up. If you invite somebody out somewhere, it depending on the circumstances, but if you invite somebody out to lunch or out to dinner, you're supposed to take care of the bill. Period. I don't feel like men should have to always pay the bill when you go out to eat. I definitely don't feel that way. I do not feel that way. Men shouldn't be responsible to pay all of the bill. And then he even offered, and see what I personally think from this video is I think because she thought he was going to pay the whole bill, then she went to ordering all this crazy stuff. There ain't no way her and him should be, just the two of them should be paying $320 for a dinner. Unless you're going to one of the most expensive restaurants and the steak is $100.
Well, I don't want the steak if it's $100.
But what
Somebody
you know
right
what I'm
there.
saying though.
I'm just saying. Something wrong with that steak if it's $100.
Well, girl, they got all kind of stuff out there right now. So they got the, what is that? The gold wings. Have y'all seen the thing with the gold wings? It's plated and it's dipped in some kind of gold sauce. I might have to find it for y'all. Because I told me, I said, "Ooh, I want to try them." But yeah, I mean, I still feel like I don't know. I'm old school, and I guess I was brought up that way. I'm old school. If a guy even invite me out to take me out, first of all, I'm not gonna let him pay for everything because I don't want you to think because you buy me dinner, you're gonna get something. So, and I've always been independent like that, and that's probably why I couldn't keep no man because I do for me. I don't need you to do for me. I got me. Pay your own dinner, I pay for mine. So, but I don't know. I just don't feel like some women feel like men should take care of everything.
Yeah, I think that was a bunch of she was just trying to see what she can get out of old boy. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have paid that. She wouldn't have just, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have racked up $300 worth of stuff if the bill was on her. If she had to foot the bill, she wouldn't have ordered that type of stuff. So she was just trying to get over. She was just trying to get over on old boy. And you know, the younger generation feels that, you know, like you're saying, it's an entitlement. They feel because you the one. No, boo boo. Like you said, there's no. I mean, you ain't even offer to. Could have said I get the tip. You know what I'm saying? At least if it was a consensual conversation to where, you know, say y'all was meeting up or whatever, like you said, then hey, I got you, you got me, or we got, you know, we have our own bill, and let that be that. If we're gonna meet up somewhere, always make sure you got your, you know what I'm saying, your pocket, you got some in your pocket just in case. And then you say, well, hey, I got it. No, you want somebody to fight over the bill versus fight over the bill.
Yeah.
To make, you know what I'm saying, to make it seem like, oh, well, I thought you had it. Well, no, that was not the conversation before we left.
Right.
That was not the conversation. Stop assuming, like you said, you know, the man is supposed, no, he's not. It's okay for you to get the drinks, or it's okay for you to cater. It's okay for you to get it.
I wonder where women get that mentality from. Do you think that it's because
society? Because they don't even do it. It's not even handled in the right, because she said because he's supposed to. You know, that's just us being, you know, more mature adults. We look at certain situations differently. They don't even have a definition. They just go off of you know, they're just calling shit because he's supposed to, because he a man. No, because there's some things that he probably feel that you probably should do because you a woman, or lack thereof, because that wasn't a grown woman move right there. And then he offered to pay half of the shit that all of that was probably yours. That $20 was probably his. Yeah, that $20 was probably his, but she met him and she thought, well, hey, you know, I can, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just get whatever I want. No, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't. Hey, Karana. Yeah, you can't do that.
Look, I found it, y'all. So these are the 24 karat gold dipped wings, and it's $1,000 for 10.
And you say you want to
try? Do they walk and talk?
Yeah, I do want to try them. What do they do? Yep, I do want to try them. Yep, they're gold plated, as you can see. I don't know if y'all can see really the gold on there, but they dipped in 24 karat gold, and it's $1,000 for 10 wings. Huh?
Who wants to eat gold?
Me, I want to try them.
Oh,
I want to try them.
Okay.
See, oh wait, me, yeah, I do. I'm one of them stupid people that would pay. Look, you see right there.
These gold chicken wings might be too glitzy to dip.
Yeah, put them right on some blue cheese.
An order of 50 wings come with a bottle of champagne.
It's 50. Okay.
For just $1,000.
So it's 50 wings. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't give a damn if it was 100.
I want to try them. I need to find out where this place is. I want to try. I'm going to try them.
Karana says she can make you a batch for 500, Alex.
I know that's
she
right.
Didn't say Alex. I say Alex. I put the Alex on there, but yeah, she can make you a batch for 500.
I know that's
Oh,
right.
so listen, they're cheaper.
Since you
They're
wanna
cheaper.
try 'em
Look,
so
it says that the 24 karat gold wings come in 3 tiers, and then it says you can get 10 wings for $30, and you can get 30 wings for $60,
No,
and
20
then
wings.
you get
20 wings
50
for 60.
wings and a bottle of champagne for $1,000. So really, you can only get 10 for $30. That's not bad.
It's 20.
Huh?
No, 10 for 30, 20 for 60.
Yeah.
I don't.
So that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
10
want-
wings, $30. I want to try them.
Go ahead. Well,
I gotta find out where it's at. Oh, they say the Ainsworth has 4 locations in New York City, New Jersey, Kansas, and Nashville, Tennessee. Baby, I'm going. Nashville. We going. I'm going.
go ahead.
Yeah, I need to go try these.
Go ahead.
I need to go try them. Now, $30 is not bad, Kiki.
For 10 wings,
Yeah.
10 gold
But it's
wings.
10 24 karat gold dipped wings.
I wouldn't give a damn if they was dipped in the archdiocese. Corona say breakfast at Barney's has pancakes with 24 karat gold. They are bomb. They only cost $18 though.
Oh, really? Oh, I need to go there. I've never been there. Maybe that's where I do my birthday brunch at. I've never been. I'm looking for a place to do my birthday brunch. I might have to check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, breakfast at,
I don't
okay.
want nothing. I don't want to. I'm not eating nothing dipped in no 24K gold.
But you gotta know it's edible, Kiki. They're not gonna give you something that's not edible, lady.
I don't. It's just the fact that it's 24 karat wings. No, if I can't wear them, then I'm not gonna eat them. She say, Corona say it's worth it. They're huge and you can't eat all 3 of them. What's huge?
The pancakes?
Wings or the pancakes?
No, the pancakes, because she haven't had the wings.
Pancakes. Yeah.
So in Corona, we got on this conversation about food because we were talking about a video where a young lady is telling this guy, I'm gonna play it again one more time. Let me play it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't give a damn if it's edible
You
or not.
invited me out, come to eat. And that was not even my idea. That was your idea, right? And I'm offering to pay it off, but you want me to pay the whole thing.
I'm normal. I shouldn't have to pay anything. But you invited him and you can't accept half? Wow.
But this was your idea to come out. You're the one that invited me out.
And you're the man, so you have to pay the bill.
Says who?
Who made that goddamn rule?
Says me. In what book is that written in?
And that's just a rule. You pay the whole bill, you sleep on the couch.
I ain't even trying to go to your house. I'm trying to go home.
Joke's on you, cat mama. Because you're the man and you're responsible for the bill.
I'm about to take my card back in my wallet. It's bullshit right there.
Now your unappreciative, entitled ass is responsible for the whole goddamn bill.
You know that was ordering all that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your problem, not mine. And I'm still trying to offer. I'm gonna pay half of it. Are you gonna pay half?
No.
See, this is bullshit I'm always talking about. Women think because you're the man, you gotta pay for it, but they wanna be independent black women. She's paying for it.
Okay.
She's definitely paying for the whole thing.
Okay.
Yep. She is. What do you mean it's not right? It doesn't seem right.
Don't invite no man out if you're not willing to pay. He offered to pay half, which was very generous of him because he probably should have just said, I'll pay for my food only. And then she ordered up $300 worth of food. She ain't nothing but a goddamn red flag with legs. Y'all know.
So yeah, that's a bit for me. That's a bit much. And
again,
she
had no legitimate reason,
right,
to say why he should pay. And then you got the bozo. He never showed the picture, so she probably Never mind. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. But yeah,
but I want to know, like, who came up with this? Like, who decided because he's a man, he got to pay the bill? Who decided that? Like, who came up with that nonsense? Like, I don't believe that. Like, who in the world said that if you go out with a man, he got to pay the bill? Who said that? Like, where did that come from?
Well, when you find out, let me know.
Yeah, because again, when the way I was brought up, for those of them who weren't on when I first said it, I was brought up, if I invite Kiki to lunch, I'm paying for lunch because I invited her out. She didn't ask to come out with me. She probably was at home chilling. And I was like, girl, come on, let's go get some dinner, let's go get some lunch or whatever. Then I'm responsible for the bill. Even if I invited a man out back in the days when I was dating men, if I invited you out, I'm paying for dinner.
You go Dutch.
I called you and
go
asked
Dutch.
you. Huh?
You go what they call Dutch. We get out together. You pay for you. I pay for me. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
But see, I never did that. I never did that. I never did that.
If we're hanging out and we say, hey, let's meet up. I didn't say, hey, I'm gonna take you to dinner or let's go to dinner. Hey, we're gonna meet up. What you doing Friday?
If it's a meetup, that's something different.
That's what I'm saying. But
I'm talking about if you're inviting somebody out to dinner.
That's a different.
Whether it's a man or a woman, if it's your girl and you just want to get out.
Where you went to?
Yeah, if it's your girl, then you paying for dinner. You invited her out. She ain't have to leave her house. And it don't necessarily have to be a man you dating. It could be one of your friends. You just want to get out.
It don't.
If you call them and you invite them out to dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever it is, you should pay the bill.
Yeah.
You should pay the bill. And I'm sorry. Now, I mean, if you do that and then they say, hey, listen, I'll pay for some of it. Okay, that's fine. But if I invite you out to lunch, I'm not expecting you to pay anything.
Right.
But if you offer and you want to, I didn't say that to some of my girlfriends.
I got the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or something like that.
I'll handle this. I'll handle that part.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can't expect somebody to do something when you're the reason for the situation.
Yeah.
I've had girlfriends I've taken to lunch and they'd be like,
look, wouldn't even put her on camera, so
right.
And then she had nerve to say, you gonna go back to the house and sleep on the sofa. And he said, I wasn't even trying to go to your house, bro. I'm going home.
After she trying to make me pay a $300 bill, I would be going home too.
But you put me on the sofa. What? Huh? Again, she sounded just probably how she looked. That's why she was not on camera.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't do that. You just cannot. You cannot. I don't think it's fair. And I don't know who came up with that rule that men's supposed to pay everything. And that's just not it. That's just not it. So figure it out. Pay for your own damn meal and you'll be all right.
And stop going. Shit. If you can't just say no. Look, just say no.
Yeah, here we go. No again.
Means no.
Yeah.
No.
So, but for anybody that's just tuning in, we've had two subjects that we were talking about tonight. One is the one you just heard that we were talking about men having to pay for everything. And then the previous conversation we were talking about is a woman who said that her husband had been having sex with her unconsciously. And because of this reason, she has left him. They're now divorced. They have 2 kids. But she just, my thing was, how do you not know? How do you not know? And one of my hosts, Lady K, was on and she had a similar situation. But whether you're married or not, no means no. If you don't want to have sex with your husband and he forces himself on you, it is then considered rape. If you are a man and you don't want to have sex with your wife and she try to force herself on you and do that is rape. It's not just for the women, it's for the men too. No means no. So what do you do? What do you do? Do you press charges? Do you just leave? And she said this has happened several times before. And in between the times that it's happened, they had gotten married, they had 2 kids, and then he did it again. And now he left. At this point, he had left out the house to go stay with his mom. And I guess she was just tired. But in the midst of that, too, their relationship wasn't easy. It was rocky. So, and I said, which I found I was very wrong, and I'm okay with that. But I said, as a medical professional, your vaginal walls are soft tissue. You know when anything enters there. There's a feeling, you got a feeling, you da. But I was told that the situation of this person didn't feel it. They didn't feel it. But then again, we talked about the scenario of the state that the person might be in. I'm a soft sleeper. I'm a very soft sleeper. I'm a hard sleeper. I'm a very hard sleeper. When I go to sleep, I'm sleep. I'm sleep. So, my wife, on the other hand, she's a very soft sleeper. Like if I'm out doing an event or something and she's home, when I come home, grab the shower, get in the bed, she's up. The bed moving, she's up. She's a really light sleeper. So I'm thinking maybe she was, a real hard sleeper or something. I don't know. But, I don't know, y'all. I just feel like you would know as a woman if somebody's penetrating you. Husband, boyfriend, anybody. But again, my host said it happened to her, a similar situation, and she didn't feel it. She didn't know.
He had done this several.
Sorry, times. My phone just jumped on. But and she didn't feel
several times.
Huh?
And like I said, she had said he had done it several times, and the fact wasn't that she didn't enjoy the sex when she was aware. They had great sex. You know what I'm saying? While she was conscious. So what would make you be an asshole and take it unconsciously? That just makes no sense.
I don't know.
Ronna said he may be lacking, but so she couldn't feel the difference when she woke up. Well, my thing is
said that as well.
Yeah, but so again, they just not gonna lay there though. My whole thing is if he lacking, he trying his best. So there's movement, you know what I'm saying? So there's definitely movement. There's shaking, you hunching. I mean, whatever the case may be, you try to get it. We talk about as far as the man go. So you try to get it. You try to get it in there. Get whatever you got to do. So it ain't just gonna be just laying there for him. So that's what that's the point of. And then she also said that she woke up from this, this state, and then he was in the midst. But then she said no and turned over and went back to sleep to find him when she awoke that he was jacking off and rubbing on her butt.
Look, I'm gonna read it again, y'all. This because I'm gonna read this again for the last time for the new people that just came on. So it says, my husband had sex with me when I was unconscious. My husband, 37, had sex with my unconscious body, 38, a week ago. I woke up in the middle of the incident. I yelled no, turned around and went back to sleep. In the morning, he was jacking off and touching my ass. I sat up in bed and stated that I knew what he did the night before. He lied and said he wasn't inside of me and that he was trying to get inside of me. I know my body and I know he was mid thrust when I caught him. He claimed he has no reason to lie, but the truth is he has all the reasons to lie. He's done this before 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I woke up with Plan B on the kitchen table. We'd been going through a rough patch and not having sex. So I knew I didn't purchase the Plan B. He stated he'd had sex with me when I was sleeping. I almost broke up with him right then and there, but gave him another chance. Cut to, we are married now with 2 children. He's done it again. I've asked for a separation. He's staying at his parents' house currently. Need advice needed.
That sounds like 3 times.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. After I read it the second time, I was like, I wonder, did he do it? He's done it again.
Yeah, that's
So,
yeah.
I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Do you just leave him when now? And we didn't even talk about this before. Now you have kids involved. So do you just leave because of this situation and now you have kids? Like, what do you do?
Were the kids were the kids due to the unconsciousness?
Now, see, we don't know. She didn't say that.
Exactly. But hey,
right.
Was it one of them times because hell, he putting Plan B's and shit on the counter. So and that's why I was saying earlier, in the midst of this time frame, there were children.
I don't know.
Oh,
no, I'm listening to you and I'm saying like,
frame,
I don't know.
At what point, did she, when, because if they're married, evidently it's not protected. So if he's done this, we know it's not the first time he's done this. He done put a Plan B up there. So he know that, what I'm saying? So it's just a little suspicious.
So why a Plan B though? You have 2 kids. Did you not want any more?
But not then. That was the beginning when he did the Plan B.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sure was. Karana said he's definitely on creep status. Who wants to have sex with someone? And that's my point. Like, who wants to have sex with a lifeless body?
People. There are sick people out there that do.
I know. I know. There are some really.
Just so happen to be married to one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, Nisa, though. Why the hell y'all got married? Because y'all were having issues. Why get married though? And then when he's done this and y'all are having issues, why would you marry somebody like that? I'm confused.
Right.
Well, maybe she didn't take it as serious. Maybe she didn't think he would do it again. You know what I'm saying? So she said she gave him another chance. So at what was the conversation? Because did you have a real conversation with this guy? And evidently,
and she didn't state that. She just was saying the first time, when he did it, the second time when he did it, she just said no, turned over and went to sleep. And then this time, the 6 years, she didn't really say she said anything. She just said, I know what when she woke up and saw the Plan B, he told her he had sex with her the night before.
So, right. But so you had sex with her that time, but not this time that she's telling you that she done woke up with you in mid thrust? No. So, Karana, do you believe that no means no, even if you're married?
And while she's answering that, she said, thoroughly document his offenses in the divorce filings. So if he does anything in the future, there is an official record. She said, absolutely. Absolutely. No is no. Whether you're married or not, whether you're boyfriend and girlfriend or not, girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend,
and you
chicken and dog and dog.
No is no. Want it. You shouldn't be put in that predicament to where, you know what I'm saying, that you would feel that type of way with, even if you say no, I wouldn't want to feel that type of pressure to saying that I'm afraid to say no because of. And why would you get mad if I say no?
Well, that goes back to what we were talking about it goes back to what we were talking about the submission. Because some men in their mind, they feel like the women should be submissive. So they feel like when they want it, anytime they want it, they should be able to get it. But that's not the case.
But they were acting like that before they got married. It didn't just happen.
They were.
It didn't just happen when they got married. They just felt that now it's on paper. So now I can do what I want to do because it's on paper.
Karana said, I've heard of husbands convicted of. Yeah, and I said that, honey, I watch SVU all the time. It had been several episodes with that on it because the woman said no because she found out the husband was doing something and he raped her. He took it, but he was drunk. I remember on one of the episodes he was drunk. But whether he was drunk or not, she said no, he still went to jail. And she also said they think we're their property. Well, yeah. Sometimes they feel like when they sign those papers, when you get married, that changes things. You become theirs. Like they own you. Some men think like that. Not all. Some men think like that. And some women think like that. Oh, I finally married him. Yep, you mine now. So they feel like they can have what they want.
Entitlement.
But should they feel that way? Or should that be a thing? Because we're married now that we're married, you're mine?
No. No.
One more time for the roll.
Okay, so tell me why, Nisa. Tell me why.
No. Because I'm still a person. Just because I signed a marriage certificate to say we're man and wife, whatever, I'm still an individual. I'm still human. I'm not your property that you can just do with me however you want to do. Like that's dumb to even think that.
I mean, I'm with you, but I just wanted to know why you feel like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I ain't nobody's property. Nobody.
Yeah.
I'm still a person.
Because I'm still human. Like, don't just think you my wife. Okay. And what that mean? I'm going to definitely, you ain't gonna just take it just because you want to. That's the bottom line.
I get what you're trying to say. You are definitely going to respect the fact that you are married, but you're not going to treat me like I'm your property.
That part.
I understand that.
That's right. That part. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm over it. I've always had a problem with the word submissive. Since I was able to read the Bible and read all that stuff and submit, I'm not. I've always had a problem with that. So that's what we're not gonna do. That's what we're not gonna do. We ain't doing that.
That fool say she sleep with her uncles Smith and Wesson. Play with me if you want to while I'm not conscious. Your ass will be left unconscious.
Karana, are you married?
Hey, we'll both be unconscious.
Is Karana
married?
Oh, okay.
No, she's engaged. She got a ring on her finger.
Mm-hmm.
You still engaged, Ronna? You still got that ring? He ain't answered yet.
It's taking her too long to answer. Today
she got an answer coming too. She said, "Today I am."
She said, "Today I am." She got a rock on that finger. I know that.
Oh,
solid rock.
Well, since you've been dating, have you ever had that situation, or have you ever known for any of your close friends or families or your girlfriends to go through that type of situation? I have, and I'm like, girl, because like, why do you a lifeless body? I don't get it. I don't get it. When I'm having sex, I want you to touch me. I want you to feel all over me. I want to feel all over you. I want to do it all. So I don't want a lifeless body. She said, "Where's the link to tap in?"
I got him.
She sent it. Nisa sending it to you right now. Oh Lord, have mercy.
She got something to say.
Oh Lord.
Blowing Bubbles podcaster.
Jason.
Popping bubbles.
Blowing Bubbles podcaster. She finna come on here and blow some bubbles.
Yum.
Yes, honey.
Hey.
Oh.
Tell Dougie Fresh she got 6 minutes.
Hey.
And then too, how many of the women report that though? I think there's a lot of women
probably not too
who don't report it.
I was finna say very few.
Yeah, very few.
Because they don't
probably
look at it as that, you know?
It's embarrassing.
Right.
It is.
Exactly.
They don't look at it as that, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and they're probably scared of what people are gonna say, because it's like initially you're like, well, how did that happen? But you ain't feeling well, da, da, da. At that point, she already feeling violated to some extent. So nobody want to hear, you being judged, by whoever. There she go.
Hey. What you got to say about this, Miss Karana? Oh, you muted. We can't hear you.
You muted, boo.
She got to find it.
There you should be. Talk now. Oh no. So since you're not muted, you might want to check the volume on your computer or whatever you have to listen. You might want to just check the volume.
Or use an earbud. Use an earbud.
Hello?
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. So yeah, I use this computer for my podcast, so it was on the other mic setting. All right. So I have experienced the waking up with him on top of me. Chin check instantly.
Oh wow.
I've known women to go through that. I don't like that. I don't like that. It doesn't happen anymore in this stage of my life, but in years past, I have experienced that waking up with somebody on me. It's absolutely a violation, and something's wrong with you if that's what you're into. You'll slip some in somebody's drink, or just you might troll the morgue or something. You work at a nursing home. You that type of dude. Like I really believe that. What was the other question you had asked? A question.
Oh, just about like had you experienced it, or did you know like any of your friends or family that experienced this type of situation?
So yeah, I have, and full transparency, I have a history of molestation as a young child. And so you can't even wake me up the wrong way, much less come at me like that. Like I've been known to punch a cat like square in the mouth. Like you have to make 100% certain that I am fully conscious before you do anything. Like,
and fully aware of what's going on.
And like, don't just make eye contact because I did like this. Make sure I'm with you, because I'm telling you, you're gonna go to the upper chamber. It's
the
like
upper room.
you go in there. You go in there.
And I'm with you on that. You know, myself as well. And for a while, it's like I got to be up and ready, because if I go to sleep and you can't wake me up like that, because I'm already traumatized.
Right.
So you can't do that. And it was like that. It was that way for a while.
Yeah, I can't even you can't even come up and touch me from behind. Like, I don't like random touch.
Yeah.
Especially like when I was
be like that, but now that I'm with someone,
because it's a trauma response. I'm so much better. I had to do a lot of work over the last like couple of years because it was impacting me. I couldn't have relations. I didn't even like oral sex. Like, get off
nothing
of me.
Like,
don't touch me. So yeah, I had to do the work because my innocence was stolen at such a young age that the joy of adult intimacy was still being stolen from me.
Yeah.
So this last, that's really, a lot of that is like kind of the journey that I went through in the book that I just wrote, because I couldn't get over it. And I didn't want to keep living. It was like Groundhog Day. I just kept reliving the trauma. Anytime somebody touched me, like the slightest little thing, I'd snap. So yes. And here's the hardware. It's here today.
It's here today. It's here today. But yeah, I can agree. I went through it up until like my mid-30s. I was the same way. Like, you couldn't come behind me. You couldn't do this. No, because of the trauma I experienced as a child. But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just want to ask. So when he did that, or when you woke up, and what was his explanation? What did he say? I mean, had you all? And I'm asking, had you all?
It was not really an explanation per se. He was naked, and like it was there, kind of tight. And this was my husband. But my reaction when I woke up, it didn't ever happen again. So it was just, dang, I didn't know it was going to affect you like that.
But had he known about your trauma? Had he known about your past? Had he known about all of that?
And that was why. And it was funny because we grew up together and we were real close friends, and I had never really disclosed that. And that was why he got that grace, because he was like, well, shit, I ain't know. He knew that he knew that there were issues, but he didn't know like that. He was like, oh my God, I've never seen you like this. I'm sorry. Like, shit, it was there. You was naked. You was looking good. And I mean, I just
yeah.
Like,
yeah. And I mean, and that has been, you know what I'm saying? That's a term that they guys use too. You know what I mean? You laying there looking all good and shit. You know what you expect me to do? What you want me to do? I expect you to tap me on my shoulder. And if I don't roll over, then you just, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Don't me on my neck. Rub my shoulder
because that if I'm not responding to what you're doing, then you can't make me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's forced. It's like, okay, well, you ain't in the mood. You ain't in the mood. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Try to get you in the mood. Well,
and I know what they think. Yep.
And I know my body. I know my body. And if she shuts down, there is no. Yeah, it's if I'm not interested.
Wait a minute, Kiki. If she what?
Shut down.
Okay.
If she shuts down, meaning. Don't go chasing waterfalls, bro. Because
ain't no waterfalls. It's all Sahara.
did not say that, girl.
Call her Sahara, baby, because it's a desert.
Listen, I'm telling you, because I know me. I know what I mean. Like I say, I'm look at that fool blowing bubbles. Do it again, Karana, do it again. Yes, but because I know my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the chemistry, because like I said, I'm like Nisa. I've been the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? I can approach, you know what I'm saying, if it's good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about me. But at the same token, if you know what I'm saying, if she don't want to play, it's not going to. But again, like I said, you have to have that chemistry, that connection. That if you rubbed up against me, if you brushed up against me, if you kissed me lightly or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the switch is on. You know what I'm saying? She's good. She's, you know what I'm saying, she cried me a river. But if you ain't, yeah. So I know what I know me. I know me and I know my body, and I love intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, whether it's sex, whether it's just the touching it, I'm into that. My body is in tune to that. You know, all these people that saying that I've never had an issue. Never had a problem when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But if my body mentally, if I'm not there with you, she's not there. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So if she's not responding, why do you deem it necessary to take it? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want nobody that don't want me. I wouldn't want nobody that's not participating. I wouldn't want that. And if we know each other, then you know when, you know what I'm saying, if I say no, look at what going on now. You know, that face, look here, bro, going on now. God, you better stop. You already know that's playful. So you know you probably finna get it anyway. But if I'm no.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that these men who think and feel that way, do you think it's derived from upbringing or childhood or parents? It has to come from all of somewhere.
Yeah. Our culture is very misogynistic. We have, like, for instance, all the stuff that's going on in the music industry, and it came out years ago with the Me Too movement. That stuff is so prevalent. I've been in studio sessions and we vibe, and the next thing you know, you pressed up against the damn wall. It's like, and there's literally, I had to fight my way out of a studio before, and a man literally thought he was doing me a favor. Like, you just need to relax. Like, literally. I don't know that mindset of like, let me help you type of thing. There's a disconnect for people like that, and they don't acknowledge or recognize that they are true predators. And we're going to keep having case after case after case of these celebrities coming to the spotlight because people are finally getting the strength to speak up. I'm telling you, it's going to be a flood more. Nobody better not call me and ask me, because I ain't going to sugarcoat it if I ever get asked. And yep, and too. They really are like that. And some of them, they just really think it's their right to do whatever it is they want to do. They demand, don't have some status, don't have some money, don't have some power. They really get, you know, those who think like that.
That comes from lacking too. I think that comes from them lacking certain things. Like,
wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by lacking certain things?
I was getting ready to touch on that. Like you were asking the question about, you know, does it come from upbringing? Does it come from this? Does it come from them being that? I think there, like you said, there's a disconnect, but there's also somewhere was lacking in their upbringing or in their young adulthood, where they figured that now because they got a little bit of control or money or whatever the case may be, they can make up for what they didn't have or what they couldn't get. Because just say if he was an ugly kid back in the day, he was cool, but he was an ugly kid. You know, nobody wanted to be bothered with him. Everybody shunned him or whatever the case may be. But now he's just well known. Whatever he's doing, he got little coins in him, and they're starting to make him look good. So now you're gonna carry yourself in a like, hell, I can do what I want now. I can get what I want because I got this status. Versus when nobody was checking for you back in the day. Now you kind of got it. It's like you feeling like you're in control, but it's almost like anger. So you're doing it harmfully. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it as an attack because you're saying now they can't say no. You know what I'm saying? I can do it this way and I ain't got to worry about it now because I'm in control. When back in the day, you didn't have the control.
Ooh, that's good, Keith.
Yeah, that is. And I never thought about it like that. That is good. And you know, and that could possibly be a Diddy situation too. Because he didn't start out in the music industry. Yeah. So, and that could have been a situation with him. But I never thought about it like that. That some of these people, some of these celebrities, some of these people who were like nobody, had nothing, but bam, they got a recording contract. Now they got money, they looking better, they dressing better, they driving better things. So now they feel like they can get what they want. I never thought about it like that. Never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
But then you can get what you want, but you can't take.
But
there's plenty of hoes that's gonna throw it at you. Plenty of hoes.
Right, but that's the thing though. But they feel that they have to. They have to be in control. It can be easily given, but they rather the power is to take.
Yep.
The power because it's too easy.
Yep.
It's too easy. It's given to you too. You don't want it easy. You don't want it easy. You want that. You want something. You want to be able to stick your chest out. And say, I made them or I demanded this, you know, and that's how it happened for me when it don't have to be.
Yeah. Wow. I never thought about it like that. Wow.
It's like, I can't believe Harvey Weinstein got a new trial.
Yeah. Nisa just posted up. So why did he get a new trial?
Y'all talking to me?
Yeah, yeah. Crazy Jane, yes. Did they not find something? Like, why did they overturn his sex crimes? Like, they had proof, they had evidence.
Hundreds of.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We hope. Cross your fingers.
Or no.
As a baker, I'm always looking for ingredients that are different.
It's seawater bread. Only seawater.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of travel.
Somebody got to pay the bill.
Here.
Apparently what happened was he was in the facility today. Someone just walked over to him and handed him a piece of paper. I believe it was from the Associated Press. And he said it was like 2 sentences. It just said Harvey Weinstein appeal reversed, conviction reversed. And obviously he has some friends in there now. You know, he's like Arthur. I've been here 4 years in prison for something I didn't do. You got to fix this. I said, Harvey, we're going to walk in there. John Esposito has been my supervisor since 1990. He said, we're going to go in there. And the first they say, Your Honor, we're ready for trial. Just, let's pick a trial date. We're ready to go.
What?
That's some bullshit.
For something he did not do. When they had all the evidence in the world, that convicted him.
That is a whole slap in the face. And this is why so many people don't speak up.
Exactly. They went through all of that. That's some baby back bullshit right there. That's what that is.
Wow.
I know that.
All of that.
So do you think they paid some of these people off?
Of course.
And they're retracting, maybe?
Possibly.
So now, I'm no lawyer, but from what I know, there has, for an overturned conviction, there has to be new evidence.
New evidence.
Right.
Not a recanted testimony.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I don't know.
Eyewitness
There be some
testimony is
made up-
deemed to be the least reliable. So they have to have other evidence besides the four of us getting together and saying Jack Jones assaulted us. And we're going to tell different variations of the same story, and we're going to get Jack Jones convicted. That's the four of us. We have to have some corroborating evidence to support our claims, even though it's
Right.
all four of us. That's my understanding of the legal threshold for a sexual assault conviction.
Right.
It's sad. This is really, really, really sad. And I've been, one of the reasons why I even have that answer is because I've been kind of doing some research and trying to put together a group of people that I know have been violated by some similar people. So I'm looking into it before I even ask these women to make themselves even more vulnerable.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm offended as hell right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy to me. That is crazy.
That is
again, like you say, this is why women who are violated, they don't come forward because they feel like nothing's gonna happen anyway. And then they also feel like, well, if this person know I said this and they're not convicted, they don't go to jail. Now I'm scared.
Yep.
So they do feel like I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna deal with it.
And
there's
there's
so many men out there, and there's so many men out there on the street that probably has raped some women, but because nobody has said anything, they're still doing it.
Yeah.
And they're never gonna get caught until they run across that one person that either split their head open,
right,
or that one person who's gonna wait till he leave and be like, "This is what happened."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's a sad day that we live in. Oh my God. It's a sad day that we live in.
That just threw me for a loop.
Yeah. Yeah, I had they did that today, Nisa? Was that done today?
That popped up today. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
25th, yeah.
We've been gone all day, so I haven't watched the news today. That is horrible.
I don't watch no news. I just get little blasts on my phone.
Oh, wow.
And it popped up.
Well,
and
all in all,
ladies, oh my gosh, I haven't been on in a while. I've been traveling, jumping around the world, blowing bubbles.
Yes, you have, ma'am.
4 countries in 3 weeks.
Right.
Wow.
I'm tired. And I'm flying back out Sunday. Yeah, I'm flying back to Vegas on Sunday.
Oh, you coming this way? Come pick me up. Shit.
Let go. Yeah.
I'll stand outside and y'all just pick me up to the airport.
Wow. Well, even after everything we talked about tonight, the bottom line is no means no.
Absolutely.
If it's coming from your wife, if it's coming from your husband, your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. If they say no, it means no.
And let me add this other layer that's very important. A person who is not conscious cannot consent. That is an implied no.
That part. That part. A person who is unconscious cannot consent.
Cannot consent.
So that
especially
means
if you made them unconscious, jackass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So go get your lotion and the towel and take care of it yourself.
Yes, seriously. I'm so passionate about this. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
Y'all stop it. I'm telling you, I literally sleep with the uncles.
Wow.
I'm not. Where you at? My purse. I won't show it on camera, but my purse right there. When I go to bed, and they start, and he ain't alone. He got brothers. They all around the house.
Well, if you don't want to die, don't fuck with Corona.
Please
Well,
don't.
listen.
If I do, you made me.
Yeah.
Yes, Sister Glenda. She said exactly. Unconscious person, not consent.
Yeah. And again, husband or wife, if they're unconscious and they're not consenting, it's still considered rape, whether you're married or not. So ask, and if they're unconscious, go to bed, go get your lotion, whatever you need to do, go get your bullet, your silver bullet, or your rings, or your all that.
Man, how would you like to wake up? How would you like to wake up with a dildo in your ass?
Hey, somebody might like it.
You wouldn't. They might, but you know, it's a violation.
But how would you like to wake up violated?
I wasn't saying get that for the partner. I'm saying get that for them.
No, I'm saying
that's what she was saying.
I'm demonstrating how much of a violation that is. If a man is waking up just because he's married to a woman, he's having sex with her while she sleeps. How would you like it if she put something inside you while you were sleeping?
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah. They wouldn't like that.
They would not.
They probably would beat her to death.
If he arches his back, then you
hit the road, Jack.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord, Jesus. I'm done, Kiki. I am done. It's 9:18. We're done for the night. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the Ladies Den. Remember, you can join us every Thursday night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please go and like our Facebook page, The Ladies Den, our Instagram, The Ladies Den 2023, and go subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ladies Den Podcast. We are out, y'all. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Lady K, are you ready? I know she ready. Kiki, are you ready?
I like your t-shirt, Lisa.
Let them know that you're ready. It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the Ladies Den. It's
I like that too.
Plus the Bayou Diva, you know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. She was popping in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fix you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love because it's truly a blessing. My name's Saka Boss and I approve
that's
this
what's
message.
up. People say we still got our bubbles.
So there's no confusion. They love what they do. You are locked in to the Ladies Den. The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.